Hello there, everyone. This is SoulSaver17 here, and let me get through this like usual. I do not own anything from Black Clover or Fairy Tail, so I do not own any of the characters' names, characters itself, and I do not own anything like any items or anything that represent, whatever from Black Clover that or Fairy Tail. So yeah, I don't even own this picture, and this is a non-paid video. It's just for fun. So yeah, last time we left off in the video, it's been like a while, but I had to try to figure out something like how this part was gonna really work, since Asta doesn't really have his arms broken at all. So, trying to figure out how to make it work. And I just came up with something to say, just go along, I'll figure out it in the end. So yeah, that's how it's gonna be in this video. The thing was, the problem was though, how am I gonna have the Witch Queen give Asta, Noelle, Vanessa, Fogolia, Fenrir, the magic to help heal the, their friends, the ones that got hurt. Yeah, in the Sea Temple. Okay, also, just want to let you know, I looked up the names of the people that they met in, like the people in the last video. So it's like, okay, the last name's Code, give me a minute. Okay, he met Fanzel. I do not know if I'm ever gonna say this name right, but Dominate Code. And Miria. Don't please no one say in the comments of how to pronounce their names, because I'm never going to get them right. Understand that? A lot of characters' names I cannot get right besides the main character and companions. It's not because I would remember them how to say it right, it's because of I hear it so much, I can understand how to say it. It's like when you hear something so much, like you didn't know how to say a word until you hear it so many times, and then you can hear it. Then you can actually say it now. Yeah, that's how it is. Alright, okay. So let's go into what if Asta had Fire Dragon Slayer Magic Part 9. Alright. Okay, so Fanzel, Dominate, Code, and Dominate. Yeah, like I said, don't judge me on the names. And Marlea, they, said she probably went into the Witch Queen's forest, or the Witch Forest, and, because only she can have, like, a magic, that can heal anything, and they say it's, a magic is something to do with blood. I mean, even I didn't understand from the anime, and I did not read the manga, so all I can say is, like, blood magic. So, yeah. Asta is on, like, wow. That's very, weird. I mean, of course, being trained by a dragon and knowing Dragon Slayer magic is weird enough, too, but hey, whatever. And all three of them, Fanzel, Dominate, and Merla, don't believe him. And Fanzel just says, you weren't trained by a dragon. Come on, kid. Dragons don't exist. And then Noelle says, oh, no, they exist. Oh, the dragon that trained him did. He died during our last mission. And he's going like, "Huh, where was your last mission?" Asta says, "The Undersea Temple." And they all went wide-eyed and like, so a dragon went all the way down into the water. What was he, like a water dragon? And he goes, "No, fire dragon." Also just telling them how he can make fire that's so hot that he evaporated the water just by him going through it. But of course, it's like the sea, so he can't really evaporate everything. And he was in his old age, so he was dying. And he uses lots of his strength to come and, well, try to save us or protect me. I don't really know, but knowing him, since he treated me like a son, he probably came to save me. And they're just all three of them, you know, Fonzel, um, Domina. I'm just saying dominate, you know, and Marilla just didn't know what to say. And one of them says, "Okay, moving on. Let's go help your friend." And the same plan like they did in the freaking cannon, going in and on the brooms with a cloak around, well, something to hide them to be invisible. So yeah, the same thing happened in canon. They get to the place where the witch queen is, and they see Vanessa. And Asta Noel Fagolino says, "Vanessa," and she goes, "Guys, what are you guys doing here?" And Asta just says, "Well, one thing is, you should have told us where you were going, and two, because, well, we're your friends, and we decided to come here. Also, Yami told us to come here." And she's thinking to herself, "God, Yami, really? Why?" So, I remember what happens. Asta's arms would get healed, and then, like, in canon, his arms got healed by her. But in this one, she's basically just gonna try to attack him. She's just gonna attack him, saying no men are allowed into this forest. And Asta just sighs and just says, "You really don't know who you're messing with, do you?" He still has his eyes closed. So right when like she's like about to use her magic, he puts up the temperature. He raises the temperature in the room, which catches her off guard. He hasn't even produced any flames yet. He just raised up his body heat so high that the room temperature just increased. And he goes, "You really want to put out magic right now?" So during those few, like it was only like a few minutes, but the Eye of the Midnight Sun does attack still. So yeah, I'm just gonna say the I very figured her name was Mona, the girl that's attacking the village. So Asta just because of he can use. I mean, because I said he has to use the Dragon Force along with the anti magic form. The anti magic form. Um, he can do it. He learned that he can do it individually, so he just brings out wings. And then Witch Queen go before he even did that says like, "There's people are attacking, and I'm gonna go." And then Asa says, "Nope, I'll take care of it." And she goes, "What can you do? You're just basically human. I can have this more efficiently." He basically just looks at her and goes like, "I'm a dragon slayer." And then he brings out the wings. I goes, "Oh yeah, that's I'm not. Don't really get me wrong. I'm still technically human. I just have Dragon Slayer abilities. Well, a Dragon Slayer. Secondly, you become like a dragon. You get everything of a dragon. So you could say I'm a dragon too. So why not get the wings?" And I technically know that's actually Asta's. I mean, not Asta's. That's actually Natsu's demon like end form. I think. I'm not 100% sure. I'm just saying like I just thought it'd be a good idea because one, he has he has a demon form, so why not just give him like in the Dragon Force form? He has wings. That was my processing when I was thinking of this video. Well, whole entire like what if series. So yeah, and that's why I actually had planned to give him wings from the very beginning because I mean he's not gonna use it. He could right he can't always use the wings for some things because I'm gonna make him just because of reasons. I'm not gonna make him always have to use the wings just in certain situations like this. Because one, in the canon, he fought them with the swords, and he had to go jump on each person that he hit. Well, he had to basically hit the person, then jump off of them to the next person. Yeah, I just thought it'd be a lot more cool if he has the wings right now. So, yep. So he tells everyone that he's gonna go take care of them. You guys can come and join, or just sit back and watch the show. It's gonna be fun. So he flies off. Everyone does come still, and Asta sees who it is who's attacking. It's Mona, but she's being possessed by the elf. He's only like, oh, so it's the fire lady with the salamander. How you doing? He just acted a little bit cheerful, and she says, oh, you killed my comrade, prepare to die. And he's like, what? Oh, yeah, that guy, the beast guy. Well, in the end, though, he wasn't all bad. He did ask us to kill him. She's saying, oh, lies, all humans lie, all that. So, all the Midnight Sun, besides don't, attack, she doesn't. And also just flying around, he gets out that anti-magic sword, and the demon dweller sword just starts cutting cutting the brooms, catching them, putting them down on the ground, even knocking them out in the process, and just keep on doing this. So she's getting mad at him, saying, you're gonna pay for what you did, and well, she goes crazy like she did, and also the diamonds. Mars comes in along with that one guy. Okay, I'm gonna try to find that guy's name, just so because I don't really like that guy at all, and I'm just gonna make him really, really, really get in a lot of pain in this. So hold up, I gotta look up that guy's name. Lordras. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce his name. I don't really know for sure, but who cares? So they come in. Mark, is helping Asta. He's about to use his flame magic to recover. He just tells him, don't bother. I'm not really affected by these flames. He goes, what do you mean? He goes, remember, I'm a dragon slayer. Dragon slayer magic? I basically am used to heat. Also, I am unaffected by heat. Anything to do with heat and fire, I can never be hurt by. Unless it's like a god flame. And what's the point of that even existing in this world? And then Asta goes like, oh wait, there was that scroll that said something about it. About an unknown flame. Huh. Yeah, I should go and see what that is. He just thought that during that fight. So that's gonna be maybe in the next video or not, depending how this goes. So yeah. So basically, she gets all tired of fire around her, so that's to make a big giant attack. Asta goes through it, just running towards it, gets out the anti-magic sword, and basically the sword can still cut through magic. With the Demon Slayer sword, can still cut through magic. Asta can put his flame or the anti-magic flame on it. So he puts his flame, which is a bright red, and he cuts right through it, and her fire catches on fire, becomes red too, because Asta, when he cuts it, he also, let's just say, every time he I think it's when a stronger flame attacks a weaker flame, the stronger flame wins. So that's what happens. it just engulfed her in his flame, and then he switches over to the anti-magic flame, and well, no, he just gets the sword and just swings with all his might, kind of his own flame, and dispelling it. And she's not hurt too badly, but she does have a couple of like burn marks on her, just like little first degree burns. And whatever happens to her in the canon, how she gets her senses back, that happens. And then Lordorus, betrays, does hurt Mars, and she then gets like mad or very upset, and goes like releases all her magic, and he like makes it his own. When he hits Asta with a laser, here's what happens. It does nothing. And this guy, Lordorus, is going like, what? Why are you not on the ground? That was like concentrated magic. That should have like hurt you. He goes, well, that's flames, right? He goes, yes. It should have went right through you. He goes, well, anything to do with flames, I'm not affected by. Remember, you heard me talk to Mars before when saying that? And he goes, and he's like, crap. So he just uses a whole bunch of fire. He just throws on top of Asta. Because he makes a big giant fireball. He then throws it he had it up in the air, and then he just makes it go down onto Asta. Mars, Farzel, Domina, and Maria all scream out, Asta! And next thing that is here. So basically, Asta's eating the flames. And Mona is actually seeing this too. She goes, he can eat that type of flame too. It's just regular flame, but he took her power. So, and there was like, I don't know, like if it's like just a spirit flame now, like salamander flame has a spirit flame. So that he took, but Asa's eating it. When he's all done with it, he just says, man, those flames, they're a little bit, have an off taste to it. Doesn't taste like real flames. This guy is just like freaking out. He goes, what are you? He says, I'm a dragon. Well, Asta says with a smile and his eyes closed, saying, I'm a dragon slayer. So, and then he opens up one eye, and then he says, and you just pissed me off. So, I'm going to be some sense into you. So, Asta covers himself with his flames, which are red because of the Igneel giving him everything. And then he starts making black flames. It starts to come onto his left side, and the red flames on his right side. No one knows what's going on. And then they just start fusing together and just start spinning. Well, it starts fusing together, and then the ground starts to have the black and red flames, and it just starts spinning around Asta. And then all of a sudden, when they disappear, he's in the Dragon Force and the demonic, the anti-magic form. And this guy is going like, you're a monster! And then Asta just sighs and says, no, I'm a dragon. Big difference. So their fight goes somewhat relatively the same, but Asta's able to breathe fire. So he just says, Dragon King anti-magic roar. And so basically it does dispel the magic because it's just going right through it. He dodges it. Lord G. Give me a look at the guy's name again. Give me a minute. Lord dodges it. He's thinking, I should have took this kid's power instead of hers. If I knew he was this powerful, I could have easily wipe them all out. So, he's throwing everything he has at him. He's throwing lasers, fireballs. Then he even makes that big giant lava dragon form going after Asta. When the fireball and the fire lasers hit him, they do nothing. This lava dragon though, Asta, by the way, is still holding the sword. So right when that lava dragon spell that supposed to hit him, he basically just flying right through it like he did and just falling the guy. And yes, also because I like this scene, and there's another reason why I was gonna give him the grimoire, but I may have him have it disappear for some time. I don't know yet. I'm still trying to figure that all out. I want Asa mainly to focus on his Dragon Slayer abilities. And the reason why I'm giving him and trying to get used to using the Demon Slayer sword, the Demon Dweller sword, and the other sword that's coming up, well, gonna be coming up soon in the later parts, is because of one, the elves, and two, because so he can learn some of his attacks with it. So yeah, that's my reasoning. But anyways, so he's traveling, following the magic, and this same thing with the Witch Queen. She gives her explanation, saying she does not know the magic that he has, but this anti-magic, he can use it and his flames. It's something special, but he is not special, if he did not have it. So she doesn't know what he is. She thinks he's another race or something else. Now, Asa's still human. Just also a dragon. So yeah. Yeah, so when when he gets close to him, he does say black meteor. And yeah, he then gets to the ground. The same thing he did with just basically the puff of smoke coming out of his mouth. And the guy's going to the ground. So Vanessa, Noelle, Finral, just thinking, how strong is Asta? They don't know how strong he is. Because no one can tell how strong he is in this form. So yeah. The guy who's giving the same thing about killing me. Asta just laughs a little, saying, "Why would I kill you?" He doesn't understand why. Everyone's hurt, but Asta's still not that. He's not hurt at all. The Witch Queen does come. And, well, she heals everyone. Then she takes over Asta again, have him transform into his Dragon Force plus demonic, this anti-magic form. And, has everyone on her blood magic crosses, holding them up. Vanessa still gets her fortune telling magic. I'm not gonna remember the name of what she calls it. So I'm just calling the red cat. The string red cat. And God, I hate when my stomach does that. I'm making this videos, so I'm sorry. So here's the thing though about Asta, because she's trying to control him. Everyone does not know about his will. His burning will is another reason why his flames are so strong, and because he keeps on pushing himself. So I know I haven't brought it out in a while. So this was a perfect opportunity, I think. And also, why couldn't Asta just freaking break free of the control and just fight her? Literally, they keep on saying Asta has a strong will, never to give up. So why not just freaking use that strong will to fight the Witch Queen? But, character development. So, and plot. So, yeah, I get why they didn't, but still, in my version, this is happening. He's gonna fight the Witch Queen. I don't know all her spells, so I don't know if she can heal, she can summon a scythe, she can then, does like the crosses thing and cover the area in blood and control it. So, yeah. Asa, so right when, he like set to kill Noel, the cat comes on and, he then like slashes at the cross and Noel's free. But here's the thing, but when Asa's about to try to kill Noel, again, this is what happens. Inside Asa's mind and the demon are just saying, I can't believe we let her try to control us. She's controlling our body, giving us orders. And, that's what Asa's saying. He's getting mad. And the demon inside of him just saying, partner, let's show her why we're not supposed to be messed with. And Asa just looks at him and just says, yeah. So, oh yeah, by the way, the anti-magic demon did got him like, is smaller, and he has like his own like little form, you could say. He just took the form of like a human being looking like, but he still has like the wings and the horns and everything else. What he does have, he just made himself smaller to talk to Asta. You know. So they're like, in the real world though, everyone's seen Asta just when she says kill her, and when the cat's about to like go on top of him, touches his head again, they just see black and red flames coming on of him. This is his will, like, in their mindscape, Asta like being determined to not be controlled, so his determination is breaking through the magic. Her magic, so yeah, this is happening, and they hear Asta's voice saying, "You're gonna pay for that." And the Witch Queen's like, "How? How did you break free from my control?" And he just says, "Oh, don't you know? I'm a dragon slayer. My flames are so hot I can burn through magic. And the only reason why is I'll the only reason why my father, aka my teacher, who's a dragon, taught me how to use this as my will is like a flame that burns. So let's just say it's my will that pushes my flames out right now when you were controlling me to make me break free." And she's like, she basically says, "No one can resist my control. Anyone who does is gonna die. Everything that I say is mine is mine." And Asa just starts laughing. And he's still in his like his anti-demon, well, anti-magic form plus the dragon force form. And then he just says, "You're pathetic as a queen." And then that just gets her pissed off. And then she says, "Blood magic, blood scythes." Asta like sees all this blood come around him that turns into scythes and just try to slice at him. He grabs out he was holding the demon slayer sword. He takes out the demon dweller sword and just starts hacking away at each of the blood magic scythes basically and cutting them. He just says, "Pathetic." He just puts away the swords and he just looks at her and says, "I don't need my weapons to take you down. All I need is my Dragon Slayer magic and my anti-magic." Which he whispers that to himself. And she goes, "How dare you, you insolent pest." And she, like, about to do something. Then Austin is, like, right up closer and says, "Iron Dragon." Well, I don't want to say, like, he doesn't say Iron Fist. He says, "Iron Fist, King's Dragon." And when he's about to punch her, she makes a blood shield, but it goes right through it. And he punches her, punches her into the tree. She then heals herself basically with her blood heal her magic, And then she's about to get all serious on Asta. I can't really describe what will happen in this, but because I don't know her magic spells completely, but I might try my best. So after she's releasing all her magic to show how big, to show how powerful she is. Asta's just laughing, saying, you're nothing but a scared. You don't understand what people are. You have no understanding. So you try and make everything your own. You can't force bonds basically onto someone else. You have to make them. By getting the time to know someone, by getting the time to be with someone. So she's saying, "Shut it, you worm." So she throws not anti-magic. She throws basically blood magic, blood bullets, basically just trying to shoot at Asta. He's just running. He does claw of dragon, cutting right through one, and then he says black dragon, black claw slash, and really he's just making he's following though Marilona's and saying don't let them know it's anti-magic, but the wizard King Julius knows though, because he heard them say what he heard him and her talking because of his time magic. Basically, he has to see all. So, I mean, that's the ultimate freaking spying technique, really, on his own people if he needs to. But he was interested in Asta, so I mean, it kind of is understandable, I think. So yeah, so he slashes through the blood bullets that are coming after him, and she's going what? Because he used the flames made into a claw. Well, basically, it was already a claw, so he just able to cut right through it by even putting out the flames from his fingers, and he cuts right through the bullets. It's traveling a little bit, then it disappears. She's saying, "What are you?" He's just telling her, I'm the Dragon Slayer." She goes, "No, that ain't Dragon Slayer magic, that's something else." It was well, basically he's shocked, and everyone's hearing it. They're "What the?" And "What are you talking about?" And she's saying that magic is something else. So Asa basically just he says, smiles, and goes, "Alright, since you're about to reveal my secret, how about I make this a little bit more scary for you, or terrifying?" And everyone's hearing him saying "What?" So he touches basically those marbles that I've never ever said that he would use. So I figured, why not put them in this one? He's using it, so yeah. So he touches the red one. They see a red glow around him, and then it disappears. Then he touches the blue one. A blue glow goes around him and disappears. So he's basically trying to see if he's getting stronger from it. So he's basically curling up his fingers, and then he throws a punch. There's a little shockwave happens. He makes it a little shockwave. That doesn't go really far. It's not a very big one, so everyone can feel it. It's just a little one. He goes, "Huh, man, these marbles really did come in handy. Why don't I use them that often? Oh yeah, you'll be able to cut right through magic and destroy it too. At least now I know how strong I am with them." And the witch queen's just saying what did you do? Why did you have to touch those marbles on that chain that you have around your right arm? And he goes, just a little present you say I got from someone. And then she's getting mad. She's about to, she has to use all her magic in this one attack that she has. It's called blood magic, blood case devastation. And it goes around the person, and then it crushes them, and then expands and then crushes them again. That's gonna happen. So when she uses it, it takes all of her magic because the way how it is, it's gonna be basically an explosion near the end. And Asta's but in it, that's what she thinks is gonna happen. But when Asta's basically just gonna pretending he's going to, since his blood, it can be evaporated. Asta's not using his flames, but the anti-magic is still covering him. He just grins and says, "You really don't get it, do you, Queen? I can erase your magic with my flames alone. My Dragon Slayer flames. You really think this can do anything?" And she's like going like, "What?" And then all of a sudden, you just see Asta just burst into flames. Like more than like you people will be able to see him through his flames, but no. And this one he just makes his whole entire body covered in so much it evaporates the blood magic immediately. And then he extinguishes his flames and says, "Told ya." She's like shaking, and then he goes, "This is gonna be too easy." He grabs out the sword, and then he starts covering it in both Dragon Slayer flames and the anti magic flames. And then he basically pretends like in the first, like in the dragon. I'm not the dragon. Ugh, sorry. And the Wizard Knights test when he disappeared when I made him. That's what happens, but it's like more of a bigger like crater. Like the ground starts to break up apart, and it's a lot more. And he's like already because he jumped up towards her, and he's about to like hit her because he also used his wings to stop right in front of her, so he can just hit her. Vanessa does tell him to stop, and he does. He basically just says, "All right, Vanessa." Sure, calling this one. He's like, she didn't say anything to him. He just says, "All right" to her because, well, that's his friend and teammate. So he ain't gonna like try to stop her from doing anything unless it's like something too dangerous and stupid, like this was almost. So yeah, she then does the same thing where she tells the Witch Queen. She then realized her mistake and everything. She then like asks what was they here for. They tell her about that they needed like some magic to help cure their like friends because one of the friends got their leg cut off and then one of the friends got their they can't speak no more. So she helps out. She even says about she has a magic stone on her, and Neru was there. If you guys wondering, Neru was there, and no, and she still talks to Asta in private. So Asta gets the stone, says thank you, and he says I'm gonna go somewhere else, guys, real quick. I gotta use the restroom. And the witch queen tells him where to go. He says thank you. But really, he just goes far enough away so that where he can talk to Nero, he says, "Hey Nero, look, got Nero one of the stones that you were talking about." And she, based on birth form, she's saying thank you. If I remember correctly, I made her go into human form. I hate my stomach. Um, I believe I did. I'm gonna check in the last video. I'm gonna check up in one of the videos I have just real quick and see. So hold up, everyone. Okay, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I did. So yeah, okay. So basically, Naru turns back into human form and saying, "Good job, Asta. You're very good." And he goes, "Thanks." And then he also asks about, so what materials did we need for this, magic item? Are there any in here? In the forest, he's saying to her. She's basically saying, no, it's a metal, it's a type of metal or mineral, you can say, that we need to find. And Asta goes like, all right, this is gonna be a pain. So he's his hearing's kicking in. He's saying, okay, I think someone's coming. And Nero turns back into a bird and goes on top of his head. And it's Noelle. She asked, "Did you use like he was like right next to the bathroom?" So She asks him, "Are you done yet? Are you done with whatever you have to do?" He goes, "Yeah, right. I'm coming." So the same thing happens with the queen. She tells her Vanessa to come back anytime she wants, and you know, then they all go. They go back to the Black Bulls hideout. I was about to say Magic Knight's hideout, not the Black Bulls headquarters or hideout. They give the report to Yami. And then they tell about the magic stone. He'll say he'll give it to Wizard King. I say, all right. And next I was hoping that I was gonna do this because it would be so freaking good. An explosion comes from the door, and Captain Yami says, "Everyone, get here! We're under attack!" And next thing you know, he looks back. He goes, "It's a wild animal attack! Get down here!" And it's Marileona. And Noelle's like, "Marileona, what are you doing?" And then she looks at Asta and says, "You, me, fight now!" And Asta just smiling and goes like, I was wondering when you're gonna come here and fight me." And to Nero's when Nero's on top of his head, she's thinking, "Oh my god, what's wrong with this lady? Like, why do she want to fight this boy so badly?" Yeah, because Nero is like old, and she is also immortal, but she can't die. Yeah. So this is what's happening. This is what's gonna happen. I'm not gonna give up. This is gonna be like the next part though, but I'm not ending it. I'm gonna end it like real soon. Also, is walking out, and Marileona tells him that she's gonna go all out against him, and Captain Yami yells at her, going, "Are you crazy? That kid is probably even stronger than you now, and you going all out won't be enough." So he says, "I'm gonna join in," and everyone in the Black Bulls and Marileona are wondering why, and Asta just laughs and says, "The more the merrier, right?" And Captain Yami says, "Yeah, kid, you surpassed your limit." And then, not Asta just says, "One of my limits. Just one. I already broke through two of my limits. I got another one I need to break through. Then I got my fourth one." And Yami goes like, "Is that what Ignil told you?" He goes, "Yeah, pretty much." And then she goes, "Oh, the dragon you told me about? I think I had him tell her. But if I didn't, then he told her. Um, oh yeah, wait, I think I did. Yeah. But just in case, he told her in the past. If I never said it, if I did, forget I even said that. But yeah, um, he goes, "Yeah, but he's gone now, really." And she's saying, "Tell me later. Let's just get into the fight." And she's like, she heard the rumor about Asta. About how, well, he heard from the Wizard King. Well, she heard from the Wizard King about Asta got a new form and new power, and that he may be even stronger than him. He doesn't know yet, but he doesn't ever want to fight Asta until a certain point. And that point, it's gonna be very, very Pacific. It's gonna be a turn where everyone is fighting. I think that'll be better off in that. So yeah, Asta then Nessa asks her, does she really want him to go all out? So she says yes, and she's like summoning her. She's going with Mana Zone right off the bat, increasing her magic. And Neru was like, he basically Neru goes onto his finger. He says, "Just go over to Noelle and be safe." And then Neru flies away over to Noelle. So basically, she lands on Noelle's head, and Noelle's going like, "Neru." She doesn't know why. And so, Asta just says, "I don't really need to go to my different forms to show you how much power I have now." And then he puts out his left hand and just uses his Dragon Slayer magic to say, "Come on." And that's where I'm gonna end it. I know, I'm mean. I'm gonna end it right there and then. We're gonna go to that, and then we're gonna go to that festival where they get their friends healed. But get their names. Don't worry. Okay. So yeah. Also, just so you know, Mona and Mona and Mark and Lordson, whatever that guy's name is. I'm not gonna say it no more. Did like leave, and he says, "Thank you to Asta. If you need my help, I'll be there with you." So that happened. Um, Fenzel, Domina, Dominic, and Morel, go and leave the forest. But the Witch Queen did tell her, if you and your boyfriend or husband, I forget which one it was, and your friend over here, ever wants to come back and visit, just come over. I do not mind. She thinks the Witch Queen, and you know, and then they get back to the Black Bulls hideout. Asta, Fenrol, Vanessa, and Noel, and they all get back. So yeah. All right. Next part. Next part. It's gonna be the fight with Marilyn and the hold up, everyone. Hold up. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah. But we're ending off the episode here. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys have a nice day or night wherever you guys are listening. So yeah. I do hope everything's going well for you guys during this virus. The coronavirus, and I hope nothing bad's happened. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe if you want. It's all up to you guys. Bye.